Hello, I'm Marcus V. Calvert, and welcome to Tales Unlimited Anthologizer, episode number 24, part one story called, I'm thinking, The Immortals Club. These two guys, brothers, they're college aged. Um, actually, I'm sorry. They graduated from college before they were old enough to drive. I mean, like super genius kids, right? And they have their own startup, and one of them wants to get into like armors, and the other one wants to get into gadget fashion. So their disciplines kind of mesh, and they basically support each other with ideas, ingenious concepts, testing. They brainstorm beautifully, and they go off in the middle of nowhere to test some gear. And while they're looking for a good spot to test, they stumble across a mob execution. Now, where did I find this? It was one of my batchery prompts. It's where I have like 200 writing prompts for first-time novels. I decided to use batchery more and more. I'm liking how if you take like this one prompt, yeah, you can do a short story, but if you take like one prompt, two prompts, three prompts, and you find like one theme, like, hey, a mob execution. What goes with mob execution prompt? Okay, this mob. And so I'm stringing together two or three prompts at a time, and the story ideas are twisted. If I do say so myself, seeing as I made them all. But basically, these two brothers, they're about to test something, and they come across a mob execution, and damn it, this dude lops off another dude's head. But it's not like Yakuza. It's like, two Euro guys. Actually, I'm sorry, a couple of Euro guys, but one's got a sword, lops off this kneeling dude's head. And they spot these brothers, and out come the guns, and the brothers start running, and they're being shot at, but they're grinning. Actually, I'm sorry, one brother's grinning as he runs away. The other brother's grinning because he's wearing his designer suit, his gadget suit. He just presses a button, and, well, he starts to put foot to ass and then realizes, wait a minute, these guys aren't human. They start putting up a good fight. These guys are immortals. And not exactly in a Highlander way, although lopping off a head does come into like how to kill them. But he kills them all. They get up. He kills them all. They get up. And then his brother shows up with a car that also doubles as battle armor. That's as far as I've gotten. But they save the victim even though he gets his head lopped off. Again, Immortal's quirky way of cheating death. And this immortal owes them a solid, so they put their heads together and go into business. No pun intended there. And it's mob related starting off, but I don't know how it ends. So give me time, people. I'm getting started with this. So I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited Anthologizer, episode 24. And for those of you late to the party, this is an example of how I write. It's a chaotic process for short stories that I basically want to spit them out in an assembly line fashion over and over and over again. I had two series of books that I have to repopulate in terms of short stories. They're anthologies. That's why I call it Anthologizer, because an anthologizer writes short stories. Well, one series is called Unheroic, about unlikely heroes saving the day. Other one's about the Book of Schemes. It's about schemes. And you can find them both on talesunlimited.net if you're curious, but I'm looking ahead. I want to write the next gen short stories by the hundreds and then drop them off in implements of 25, like publish them. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm working on Unheroic book 3 now. That one should kick this year, 2021. And then 2022, if I keep making 2 or 3 stories per day, nonstop, while running the other elements and facets of my business, maybe, just maybe, I might drop an Unheroic and a Book of Schemes next year. Do not hold me to that yet, but one needs to bite off more than one can chew if one wants to be a self-published writer worth a damn. All right, see you tomorrow.